We're here today to follow the soil samples through the soil analysis process in the laboratory. Each year, about 175,000 soil samples are taken from farms right across the country, something like the soil samples you see here in the lab today. Those soil samples are typically collected between September and March each year. That's the opportune time for taking soil samples, as there's no nutrients being applied, either as fertilisers or organic manures, and the soil samples give a true reflection of the plant available nutrients present.
So the samples that were brought in earlier will end up in a structure as such. Basically, the samples are laid out as such to track them throughout the laboratory, the different processes, and also to maintain quality control within the laboratory. Ideally for the laboratory, we need a soil box full of soil cores, because once we dry and sieve the samples, we're going to drastically reduce the size of the volume of the soil in the box. So now we're going to place the soil samples into an oven that's preset at 40 degrees. And what we'll do here is we'll dry these for approximately 3 to 4 days, depending how wet the samples are. This will be a slow drying process. Once the samples are sufficiently dry, they then enter the soil sieving room, where they're sieved to 2 mils. The samples then, at this stage, will have removed any plant material, stones or root material. So now the samples are ready to be analysed in the laboratory, and the first test we do is measure the level of acidity in the actual soil. Once this is done, then we also measure the lime requirement of the soil, so how much lime is needed to put into the soil to raise the pH to a target pH. Ideally for grasslands we're looking for a pH of 6.3, and for crops we're looking for a pH of 6.5. So the final test for the soil is to look at the plant available nutrients in the soil, and this is done using the Morgan's test. And what this does, it looks at the available phosphorus and potassium levels in the soil for the plant to take up. Then finally a report is generated containing the results of the pH, the lime requirement, the available P and K in terms of soil index value, and any other tests that were carried out in the laboratory. This is sent to either the advisor or the farmer.